Yo, what's up everyone? Titanium Taco here today, going to show you guys how I make my crystallized golden weapons, because to be quite honest, I did not really like the ones from the sets, so here I am showing you guys how I made mine, and show you as well different variations, and I'm also leaving instructions to some of these, pretty much most of them, down in the description below. So without further ado, let's get into it. For starters, these are probably going to be the most common pieces for the crystallization of these golden weapons, as well as the dark pink string for Zane's shurikens. Here is a quick look at the original one from the set for the Sword of Fire, and quickly, here are the pieces that you are going to need for the Sword of Fire, and it's quite a simple build. You just put the cone, then the stud, then the cone, then the stud, and that's pretty much it for the Sword of Fire. I also did an alternate build that uses the smaller sword hilt piece. Very good as well, just uses a cone, stud, the golden hilt piece, and the small sword as well. So really nice, real nice. And here are the three of them together, side by side. Really quick, here are the ones for the Nunchucks of Lightning that came in the set. Again, this is probably actually one of my least favorite ones. Next up are the Nunchucks of Lightning, and for this you kind of do need the tutorial of how I made my golden weapons, particularly the Nunchucks of Lightning, because I use this string to represent the lightning, but it's still a very simple build really, and you really just add some crystal pieces to it. Now if you can get a hold of these crystal pieces, you could also just use the cone in the transparent dark pink color as well. And if you don't want to go through all that effort of using the string, you could definitely use the chains as well. Doesn't really matter, it's really whatever floats your boat. For the ones with the chains though, I did add the little pyramid piece to the top, which just gives it a little bit more extra of that crystallization. Now you could also just get rid of the string and the chain entirely, just to represent the golden weapons depowered, because from the looks of it, within the show at least, it does look like they kind of are depowered in their crystallized form as well, so it would also make sense that they don't have that electricity or chain attaching them. Now if you also want to go old school with the old style Nunchucks of Lightning, you also can. It's just two studs to the side and a little pyramid piece at the very top as well. And then here are all my variation of the Nunchucks of Lightning crystallized forms. They're all together side by side. Now moving on, here's just a quick look at the crystallized versions of the Shurikens of Ice. Now with Zane's, it is a bit tricky, but also quite a simple way to make them crystallize. Now for this one, you can use whatever version of the Shurikens of Ice you want to use, whether it be the new one or the older version. All you really need is the string, and again, I don't remember if I showed it in the Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu Weapons thing that I did, but you could also check that out. It's similar, literally the same concept. Instead of white string though, I'm using dark pink for that crystallizing form of it, but it's a little bit tricky and really takes a lot of patience. So if you have the patience for it, this is how I did it. But if you don't, there really isn't many ways to make these crystallize, but this is for me personally the best way, and definitely worth it, worth the time and effort for them. And here is my version compared to the set version of the Shurikens of Ice. Here is a quick look at the original one from the set. Now lastly, the Quakes. Really quick, here are the pieces that you are going to need, and again, it's just a simple adding of the pieces, but I am basing this design off my design for the Quakes that I used in my video for the golden weapons, but there are definitely a billion trillion really different variations of the Quakes that you could do. It's just one of those weapons that you could really customize in terms of like how you want the golden weapons to look like and how you want the crystallized forms to look like. But this for me personally is the one design I'm going with, and I will show you as well other designs. The first alternate design I will show off is really following the design of the Legacy golden weapon, and again, if you don't have a crystal rock at the bottom, you could always replace it with a cone and just add a stud at the end of it, just to give it a little bit more detail. And here is another design for the crystallized Quakes. Just this one isn't using that round tile with the bar. Instead, it's just a full-on straight build. No need to have that little piece. It's just a slightly different build. Now, if you also want to go old school, this is also a different way to build the crystallized form of the Quakes from the original design that LEGO has ever designed. And here are all of them side by side. And there you guys have it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my kind of quickish way of building the crystallized form of the golden weapons. Hopefully it was pretty informative for a lot of you and gave you guys inspiration to make your own crystallized version of these golden weapons. And like I said, the instructions for most of these will be down in the description below. And with all that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, share this video with a friend, and I will see you all in the next one. Taco out.